All right, so last class, if you guys remember, okay? First thing is you need 10 2D shapes, okay? You're already familiar with that. It's not new to you. Now, so those 10 2Ds, you could do this, this, all those beautiful shapes that you're accustomed to looking at, and more. You know, what shapes you decide to do is up to you, okay? But you have to have 10 of them total, okay? Now again, who am I talking to? You're the students that, you know, beginner babes, never did art or haven't done art in a very long time. You are the ones crying underneath your breath saying, I can't draw and all that good stuff, okay? You're the kids I'm worried about. Now, yeah, everybody else I'm worried about, but I pay very special attention to those kids that are my babies. Okay, I call you my art babes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. Give me any shape. What kind of shape, guys? Triangle. Thank you. We got all about the lonesome triangle. Now, we will go ahead and do what? What's the next step? What's the next step? The vanishing point, the dot. So here is that dot, okay? The big bold dot right there. Now, what else do we do? Do you guys remember?
Yes.
To the right. So now all the edges that are closest to the dot will go to that dot. And you don't have to draw them all the way through. If you feel like you want to, you can. But if you don't want to, that's okay. You could stop them wherever you want to stop them. What that does is it's just the, you could say the X and Y axis, okay? So what I just did here is I drew the lines to the vanishing point. All the edges that are closest to the point go to the vanishing point. Now, after we're done with that, what do? We do the parallel lines. Parallel vertical, parallel, or just parallels. Here, parallel, 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 parallels, okay? So just remember, these are the steps to get you there. Wait, actually, let's do this. Take it to the VP, then after take it to the VP, then you do your parallels, okay? That little thing there represents parallels. So let's do it again. Take it to the point, take it to the point, and then parallel, parallel, okay? Do it again, edge to the point, edge to the point, parallel, parallel. Next one again. Take it to the point, 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 parallel, 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 parallel. Everybody got that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is the easy way out method, okay? So this would be my Art 1 babes, get it done. Okay, now, next step. You might finish with all 10 today, okay? So what is going to be the option for you guys if you're done with all 10? You have a background to worry about. Okay, let me tell you what you can do to the background. I call it field day, okay? Meaning that your background options, okay? While you're waiting to learn about color, your background options can be the following. You could have a free-for-all back there, okay? Meaning that you could do stripes if you want to. You could do cheetah print if you want to. You could do lion print if you want to. I don't know, you make it up back there. You could do polka dots, repeat pattern in the background, whatever it is that you want in that background. Now, another method, if you're interested, you can do something called op art. Now, op art has to do with what we call optical art, optical illusion. Next step. You might finish with all 10 today, okay? So what is going to be the option for you guys if you're done with all 10? You have a background to worry about. Okay, let me tell you what you can do to the background. I call it field day. Okay, meaning that your background options, okay, while you're waiting to learn about color, your background options can be the following. You could have a free-for-all back there, okay? Meaning that you could do stripes if you want to. You could do cheetah print if you want to. You could do lion print if you want to. I don't know, you make it up back there. You could do polka dots, repeat pattern in the background, whatever it is that you want in that background. Now, another method, if you're interested, you can do something called op art. Now, op art has to do with what we call optical art, optical illusion. All right, so how do you start with op art? Here we go. You can start with that generic X, just like you would if you were working with that other type of perspective. Next thing you could do is a concentric square kind of thing. Oh, I messed up, but that's okay. You got the mess up on camera, that's all right. Just try to make sure that these lines kind of like all are pretty straight and they meet and match each other. So even if it's crooked, it's okay. As long as they match, you're good. Then once you've done that concentric, you do the X. Okay, I'll tell you what, step one is X. Step two, the concentric shape. All right, excuse me. There are some of you who know how to do this. Next step, after that, after you do the concentric shape, then you kind of break it down. I would say add about 2 to 3 lines going through. Here I just added 3 to 4 lines going through the sections, okay? Then what you're gonna do from that is once you've done that, like I said, 2 to 3, here's 1, 2, whatever you got space for, okay? Then you go about doing the checker box thing. Oh, that's a mistake. And what that does is it helps to create what we call an optic illusion. Now, does it have to be concentric squares? No. You can literally do any shape you want as long as it's concentric. Remember Jen Stark, who works with a concentric shape? Same thing, no different. The only difference is when you divide it, remember to do at least 2 to 3 divisions. And just remember that when you color in every other. And I'm telling you, it's a crazy optical illusion. What happens is that your eye, the retina of your eye, makes an imprint, an aftermath in your eye. And when this afterprint mixes together with your senses, you get kind of dizzy while looking at it. And that again is art, optical illusion art. Okay, everybody with me? Hello, hello. Now this coloring part, don't do anything until I teach color. I'm not teaching color until Tuesday, okay? So I would do all the line work, okay? And if you have to, just like do a little X maybe in the areas where you're gonna be coloring. That's it. Any questions with the easy way out? Questions with the easy way out. So everybody understands the easy way out method. All right. More complicated version, like I mentioned, you could do the interior and exterior mindscape. And remember, how does it all start off? Here we go. It starts off with that vanishing point and an X going through your paper. Pardon me. Okay, remember, it starts off, here's your paper, okay? You gotta have that vanishing point. The next step after that is the X. A more complicated version, like I said, paper, dot in the middle. Next step, I would literally go ahead and draw an X right through it. Now, what is it that you want to make? Tell me, anybody. What are you thinking of?
City.
What? A city. Okay, here we go. City. So we start off with, all right, first step, we do the dot, vanishing point. Middle, okay? Second step, we do the X, okay? Third step, that is a vertical line. Okay, I'm trying to give you a step-by-step procedure. After you got the vertical line, horizontal, horizontal, a vertical, and then that's already to the point. There's now your building. Let's do the next one. Starts with a line, then the next line. Go ahead, horizontal, horizontal, vertical, all the horizontals and verticals, get those done. And now you've got one building, second building. Now, let's go on this side. Draw the line, do your horizontal, horizontal, vertical line, that's one building, end it right there, that's one building. Second building, third building. Let's do another building. Let's get a little closer with it, okay? And I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll make this side a little longer and horizontal, horizontal, and we'll let it go off the page. Okay, so everything is vertical, horizontal, or going to the vanishing point. Okay, just remember that. Now, anything on this side, okay, goes to this vanishing point, okay? Anything here, you can say X and Y axis, okay? On the X axis, it just goes up and down, horizontal or vertical. On the Y axis, it goes towards the vanishing point. That's the best way to think about it if you want. I'll let you decide what's easier for you. All those little windows and everything, all this here on this side, any window on this side has to go to the vanishing point. A doorway, let's say there's a doorway here, I don't know, you make it up, have fun with it. But it's either horizontal, vertical, or going, any lines that you put down, horizontal, vertical, or going to the vanishing point. Very important. Makes sense? Okay, let's say you want a street with a sidewalk going on there. Here we go. We're going to do the street with a sidewalk. You're going to put your horizontal lines in. As the street goes back in space, those bricks are going to get thinner. Another thing too, as you learn each and every aspect, like thus far we've learned about shading, blending, hatching, cross-hatching, stippling. We learned about light. We learned about the effects of light on an object. The highlight, the shadow, the cast shadow. So everything I teach you, don't forget. Here we just did the lines that take you to the point, and we did the horizontals, and now we're putting in the verticals. These are all vertical lines that are parallel from one another. All these go up and down. Let's say I want a car now. Okay, here goes the car. This is up and down. That's the top part of the car. This is going to go to the perspective, going to the vanishing point. This is now horizontal. This has got to be vertical. Remember, horizontal, vertical, or going to the vanishing point. And this is, of course, going to the vanishing point for the length of the car. top part of the hood, horizontal. Take it to the point, take it to the point, and keep building until you get something that resembles a car, okay? This I would stop right about there. Yeah, something went weird there, sorry, hold on. Please forgive me, there's an issue there. Ouch, I messed up. Oh, forgive me. And then this is supposed to stop right about there. And then it descends into space and it gets a little bit longer. There we go. There's our little Chevy Impala going down the street. And you can put all your details in, your headlights, whatever, the tires. They also go to the vanishing point too. Everything goes to the vanishing point, okay? Horizontal, vertical are going to the vanishing point is the way it needs to be. Everybody got it? Hello, hello. Even the markings down the road have to go to the vanishing point. Okay, makes sense? This is your building 1, building 2, building 3, building 4. And I don't know, then you could put sky, or maybe you want to do the same thing in the background with the optical art. You could do that too.